We're here at Specialized HQ because they're revealing something very exciting. It's something we've waited a long time for. It is the Specialized Tarmac disc, or in this case, the S-Works model. So this is the S-Works Tarmac disc. It's been long awaited ever since they announced the rim brake version way back in the summer of 2017. That was a model that we rode extensively and absolutely loved, so much so that we gave it our Editor's Choice Award last year. Now it's important to mention that because quite obviously this is a bike that looks almost identical to that model, apart from the fact that it has disc brakes, and we'll get onto those in a minute, but it's important to talk about how similar this is to the rim brake model. So this was a complete redesign from the last Tarmac, which we knew and loved. It was a brilliant bike, but Specialized decided to come at this with a different brief. So their brief was they needed to make a bike that was aerodynamic, that was lightweight, and that was stiff. And they didn't want to make a bike that could only be one of three things. They wanted a bike that could do it all, because this is a GC contending bike. Specialized riders like Peter Sagan will ride this, but they wanted to do something very unique in how the frame was made. There's no more arbitrary scaling. You don't just build a 56, scale that up and scale that down, because there was differences in how the bike handled, its stiffness, the feeling when you were sat on it, or where you were sat on it, because the rider's weight above the frame made such an enormous difference. So, using their rider-first engineering technology and their know-how, they independently tested every sized frame and built it unique to the sizing. So the technology that Specialized has used to build this frame is the same that they used to build the rim brake version. So that means that they were able to create a slimmer down tube without losing any stiffness, slimmer bottom bracket, again without losing any stiffness, and they were able to, most notably, drop those seat stays, because not only does that add a little bit of compliance, also adds aerodynamics to the bike. It makes it better in the wind. But that doesn't mean Specialized to have simply tacked on disc brakes to the rim brake version of the frame. There are unique changes that make it suitable to the more powerful brakes. For example, it's now through axles front and rear, so it's 100mm on the front, or 12 by 100mm on the front, and 12 by 142mm on the rear to be able to absorb some of the stopping forces from the more powerful brakes. The disc brakes are flat mount as standard. This is basically the standard that has now been adopted by the cycling industry, and it's used here as well. One of the main aims with the S-Works Tarmac was to make it more aerodynamic, and that is not hindered by the disc brakes, or so Specialized say. This model with the disc brakes is still 45 seconds faster than the old S-Works Tarmac rim brake, which is quite staggering. And it's not even a dedicated aero bike, it's just that fast. So this is the top of the range model. In this particular model, you get the dual-sided Specialized power meter, which is brand new. It will also be available in Dual Race. Single-sided S-Works carbon power crank, and also a single-sided Ultegra version. All of those to trickle down throughout the coming year and into 2019 as well. On all Tarmac models, you also get the D-shaped carbon seat post. As you might expect, for that price, you do get Specialized or its sister company's Roval's top-end CLX 50 Rapide wheels, which, as the name suggests, are 50mm deep. They're carbon, lightweight, stiff. They're wheels that we've loved in the past. You get Dual Race Di2, brand new 9150 model, I think I'm correct in saying that, and the Praxis chain rings, because the Specialized power cranks only fit with Praxis rings. So all the Tarmac models are available from a size 44 up to a size 61. Obviously below a size 48 really, that's what Specialized have planned that any female riders will ride. This is again part of their rider-first engineering. The different sized bikes are laid up and designed to properly accommodate the needs of smaller riders, the same way the 58 and the 61 will be properly designed to accommodate the needs of a larger rider. So it's a really expansive sizing across the range, and then you can also buy it as just a frame. So you can buy the Tarmac disc frame set, which will cost £3,250. And alongside that frame set, there will also be the ultralight frame set version, which in the past we've seen Peter Sagan riding. It's basically specialized super lightweight model. It comes with a sub 10 gram paint job. Considering most paint jobs usually add about 150 grams to the weight of a frame, it's pretty significant and it's really cool, and we can't wait to see that. So this being specialized, there's obviously going to be loads of really cool colors that you can match your brand new Evade helmet to, or your brand new S-Works 7 to. But right now, this is we're here so early that this is the only model Specialized have right now is this black, but watch this space for more cool colors. In particular, the frame sets are going to look particularly cool. There's going to be a Bowles Dolman, the women's team that rides Specialized replica frame, but that's going to be available across all sizes, not just in the smaller sizes, because it looks so great. Now we are going to be getting one of these models to test very soon, so do keep an eye out on our YouTube channel and on our website for a review. In the meantime, be sure to like and subscribe and leave any comments about what you'd like to see us do videos on next. Cheers!